Do nothing? Okay, a couple of years ago I worked customer support for an investment and pensions department of a larger company. Basically, answer the phone and help customers who don't understand something about their account or need to access features usually reserved for their accountant. I had only been with the company about 3 months, had finished my training, and recently been cleared to take calls unmonitored. But a supervisor was still listening back to 3 or 4 of my calls each day, just to check. It was coming to the end of the tax year, so the lines were super busy open to close, but a lot of the calls I was taking were for pension or ISA withdrawals or deposits, so all I had to do was check a few details, then drop the customer in the call queue for the relevant department. Due to the high volume and relative simplicity of these calls, I was answering 20 to 30 a day. After a week or so I got a message from my team leader telling me I was taking too many calls, so the number he was checking wasn't a high enough percentage to be indicative of my performance. Okay, fine. Starting the next day I would take a call, pass the customer on, then sit and twiddle my thumbs for an hour, all while the queue is getting longer and longer. We're talking 2 to 3 hours on hold, then take another call and repeat. Fast forward another couple of weeks and I have a perforated review with my team leader. He says that my verification of customer identities isn't up to scratch with company standards. I explain that I am meeting the standards that were laid out in our training and that all further advice and guidance had been completely contradictory, or so vague as to be meaningless. He tells me that when I come in tomorrow I need to log in, mark myself as in training, so I won't receive any calls, and wait to hear from him about next steps. So the next morning I log into my work laptop and wait to hear from him. For 5 days, I sat in my spare bedroom/office playing video games. All while logged in, marked as in training, and waiting till hear from my team leader. The next week, I get a message from a manager 2 or 3 steps above my team leader asking why I haven't taken a single call in 5 days. I explain what my team leader told me, sent screenshots of emails etc., and said that I was waiting to hear back. She said she would look into the situation and get back to me. Cue another week of video games and naps on company time. I ended up getting made redundant and taking the balance of my annual leave before anything got resolved because the company outsourced 90% of the call handling to India, but those 2 weeks were great.